Well, now my guest this morning is the delectable Chief Superintendent of Police, Naomi Semi Matthias. She is the Divisional Police Officer in charge of Lokogoma District. DPO, it's a pleasure to have you join us this morning.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Good morning.
And you saw the background report. It vividly highlights the situation in your area of coverage, your area of responsibility. But first, let me ask you this. How do you respond to the issues raised in the background report and even the concerns that the residents are observing?
Yeah, of course, the division was newly created, I think, last year, around September, and because of incessant complaint, criminality and all that. So the command saw the need to open a division. And first of all, we have to understand that there is no society that is devoid of crime. God has been helping us since the creation of that division. Crime has reduced drastically. And we are not, that is not to say we don't have some petty crimes happening here and there, but at least we are not where we used to be. Thank you.
No, I'm going to ask this because, of course, like you said, crime, no society is completely devoid of crime and criminality. But then, would you tell me, what are the type of crimes that are peculiar to Lokogoma districts?
Yeah, the common crimes there, we have theft, housebreaking and theft, we have assault, we have rape, we have disturbance of public peace. Of course, you know, we have suburb areas.
Yes.
So you find neighbors fighting and all that, that kind of crime. Those are the common crime now in Lokogoma.
All right. Well, if you're just joining us, this is called the Police on the Unity Station. Don't forget that, as usual, you get to be part of our discussions in the studio. The phone line to call in on the program, right, and then have your say to the police and with the police will be flashing on your screen. So make it a point of duty to engage the DPO in the studio this morning and share your thoughts on salient issues that affect the area of responsibility. Now, moving on, DPO. Sometime that same last year, I think just either before or after the creation of the division, there was this unfortunate incident where a brigadier general of the Nigerian Army, retired, was murdered by some suspected criminals. He was one that really brought Lokogoma to limelight. For some persons, for other residents before now, Lokogoma was seen as just an everyday community, peaceful, quiet, but that happened. How did this affect the entirety of Lokogoma and security architecture of the community in the aftermath of that?
Okay, that was quite an unfortunate incident that happened. It actually happened before the creation of the division. But so far so good. That helped us to strengthen security around our areas. And the good news is that the suspects were arrested, recoveries were made, and they have been prosecuted accordingly. And to the glory of God, such incident never happened again. So we are actually doing our best, putting good measures on ground so that such will not reoccur.
No, but I am concerned. Yes, it has been, the suspects were apprehended, and of course, the due diligence has been done by the police and the relevant authorities. But how much has, because before now, you know, for communities such as that, but before I ask this question, let's take this call. Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Please make it a point to call us back. Yes, I was asking, before then, Lokogoma was one peaceful environment that you hardly hear of if you are not familiar with the existence of Lokogoma in the FCT. And then that happened, and then Lokogoma became a popular community. In the aftermath of that, how much has this put consciousness in residents of Lokogoma on the need to be security conscious?
Yeah, you know, Lokogoma is more of an estate area. We have over 50 estates. though we have some suburb areas. And what we try to do after that incident is to build confidence among the communities. We do more of community policing, relating, synergizing with the community and advising them. Of course, everybody has to take responsibility of his own. We educate them to be more conscious and take preventive message, to be proactive. We prefer to prevent than we possible to work together with the community, with the vigilante, the JTF and other security agencies, sister agencies, to see how people can go about their normal businesses and sleep after the day with their two eyes closed.
All right. The stretch of road, yours is a location that is in between volatile and communities that are prone to crimes and criminality. The stretch of road from the Galadimawa axis through Lokogoma and then to Apo, not used to, it still is a very much volatile area for the challenge of car theft. In fact, at some point, some persons will tell you there's hardly a week that goes by without experience of either attempted or successful car thefts, either at gunpoint or even removed from places where they are parked. How is your division collaborating with these two communities that are flanking you from both axes to address this situation? But before then, let's take this call. All right. So you tell me, how is your division managing to, address this situation of challenge of car theft on this axis?
There are reports of car theft and removed wear park generally in FCT. It's not peculiar to Galadima, Lokogoma axis. And to the glory of God, I think I've not recorded any incident of car snatch throughout my stay at the DPO of Lokogoma. Okay. But what we try to do is to block our end.
Sorry, let's take this call. We'll come back to that. Let's take this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Good. I have called.
Sorry.
My question to your guest.
Yes.
She just said that the area is known for a lot of estates.
Yes.
I think the issue in Lokogoma has to do with the private security guards that have in the various estates. You have so many estates, private security guards, sometimes some of them collaborating with black people to do crime within these areas. How much of these security agencies, private security agencies, are known to the police? How do you assess them? How do you find out if they are actually genuine and registered private security guards? How do you assess their activities? Because that tends to be the problem in that Lokogoma area, colluding with criminal agents to come into the state, to steal car batteries, to move away cars, to even kidnap. Those are the issues that we have to be talking about.
Sorry, thank you. Fortunately, I couldn't get his name before he went off. So you heard him. It's a major concern of private security employees conniving with criminals to dispossess residents of their valuables.
So we've had so many reports on those private security, but what we try as much as we can is to go to various estates, train them. We've had several stakeholder meetings. We try to educate them and tell the estate officials, profile the people you are employing. Very important. You are allowing these people into your estate, into your houses. Profile them before employing them. So that is what we try to do, go to various estates to educate them.
Now, let me also ask this as a follow-up to my caller's question. There's also this new trend of crime by helps that people employ in their houses, the house helps and what have you, just like the case of, like the caller has rightly observed, of security, private securities conniving with criminals. There's also that aspect of house helps and maids, domestic staffs. Thank you for also taken to this pattern of conniving with criminals. How is the situation in local government first? And then what is the level of sensitization to these employers on the need to do the needful to prevent unforeseen situations?
Okay, so I've had several meetings with stakeholders, and they will bear me witness, people of local government. I keep talking of profile whoever you are allowing into your life. This person is coming, is a domestic staff, is coming to live with you, is coming to know a lot of things about you. Don't just employ somebody you cannot trace tomorrow. Don't employ somebody you don't know where he's coming from. So I sensitize them, we always educate them on what to do. Take your time. Some of them will tell you there was no time, I was in a hurry. You can't be in a hurry with your life, because it has cost a lot of people their lives. So take your time, profile those people, let them get guarantors, and not just about giving them paper, a form, go and fill. Make sure you ensure you follow up on that, the information they have there, because people just take the form, fill whatever information they want to fill. When something happens, you want to reach out, numbers are not going, those people are not even existing. So we educate them on what to do. Make sure you know who you are allowing into your life, very important.
Now, while this sensitization is also being carried out by the police, of course, also of pertinent question is this. Are there laws to insist that these employers bring these persons in for profiling, or is it just at your will if you wish to or not?
Okay, there is no law to that, but what we try to do, you know, for us, we do the talking. Yes. We try as much as possible to educate people, so it's left for the people to comply. So whoever take that advantage and come to us, please, we want you to profile so person, we do it, because we know how important that is.
For their own safety.
Yes.
All right. Earlier you were responding to a question on the challenge of car theft on the stretch of road in between these three communities around you.
Okay, so local Goma, we have border with Galadima Division, Kabusa, then Apo.
Yes.
So we have been working together. In short, it is the directive of our CP, our amiable CP Dantawa Yemila, that we are now operating a borderless policing. So it doesn't matter where it happens. Once you get the information, you move.
Okay.
You move, you take charge. Response is very, very paramount. And he has given us this order, clear directive. Your response time has to be 3 minutes, maximum 5 minutes. So we will collaborate together, and we try to block our own end. Whenever there's a report of car snatch, we have active pin down points which we conduct robust stop and search in all the divisions. So any vehicle that eventually that is stole or they snatch anywhere that followed our axis, I'm sure we'll be able to get them.
No, I'm I'm particular about, concerned about the response time directive from the CP. 3 minutes. In fact, I remember I also had the same conversation with him on this platform, and he told me the same thing. When it takes too long, 5 minutes response.
Yes.
But how much is, and then is it just to situations of such as car theft, or is it a general security response?
Okay, so once there is a distress call, we're expected to move immediately. And what I was able to do is to separate.
I'll cut you short. We call the program short at this point to join our network services for a live telecast.
Help me with this cable, please. Nobody is hearing me.
Your Excellency.
Okay. Bianca, can you hear me? You can hear me? Can you hear me? Okay.
As we gathered here, it becomes one huge task to properly presentation of the book, headlines, sound bites, media moments that define administration.